Okay, welcome back. Once again, Cappadocia. Welcome back to Starcraft 2. This is actually from the US server. Playing in a tournament the other day, so I'm down here in the southeast, playing as Zerg, as normal. And up here we have my opponent. This is the show Buff Stuffs. He's up in the top left, up here, playing as Thiseveningsentertainment. So, first things first, get a couple of things out of the way just while we're doing the normal little traditional little bits and pieces here. I've gone for the extractor check and then just building that. Yeah, first question, where the fuck was I last week? This is a question that's been asked a bit, but, well, by me anyway. But yeah, I, was busy as hell last week. Basically, I started back at work this week, so trying to get everything in. I just didn't get the time to record, so for that I am sorry. But yeah, it shouldn't be a problem this week. Basically, I just got all my shifts dropped on me at the last minute, so for that I am sorry. But yeah, it's going to be sorted this week, don't worry. But anyway, so here we go. So my opponent at the moment, he's getting his first facts up. Slightly out of place here. I've got my first hatch up on the way, and I'm just building up till I get about 18, 19 drones. And then in a minute, I'll grab one when I realise what I've done. Here we go. And there we go. That's my normal build order, just to get everything up and running as quickly as I can. We got music on here? No. There you go. He's bringing his little scout round the back here. I've got one of my chasing him. He's going to dump back into my base now. Fair enough. There should be music on here somewhere. Why have we got no music? That's why it's so low you can't hear the damn thing. There we go. Anyway, so we're just playing chase the SCV. There we go. That's a bit loud for me now. There we go. So we're playing chase the SCV. We've got a drone sat here doing nothing. There we go. And he already has a Reaper out, so he's going to kill my little drone. I'm also now going for my third hatch. Got 2 queens on the way and 10 lings. 10 lings, more than enough to deal with the Reaper. There you go, so we're just going to drag him away. Boom. What we need to do is basically just corner him. Now we've got queens out, we really don't need to bother with him anymore. I could just leave him, but I don't know why I'm still chasing him. And that was really stupid with my lings. I'm losing far too many lings here. This Reaper is doing far too good a job. He shouldn't be getting this much damage done. This is ridiculous. Should not be getting this much damage done to me. He really shouldn't. But that's the end of him. Yeah. So I'm way behind. Having income. I'm behind on that as well. He's got a second base up and running. I don't as yet. He's got a Widowmine in production. He's going for... He's got quite a few Marauders coming through. He's got one Marauder out, but he's... I feel like he was building more than, is he? No, yeah, there we go. So he's pumping a couple of Marauders out. So it looks like he's going for buy a mine by the looks of it. We shall see. I've got my link speed up. Now that he's not come knocking on my door quite so quickly, I'm getting more drones. I'm also going for a couple of spores at the back here, just to keep everything alive. There we go. So let's take a quick look. What does he know about me at the moment? So he knows pretty much everything. What do I know about him? What I saw at the beginning. Not a lot. But I did know these were going to be barracks. Because obviously you could tell from the shape. So ling speed up. We've got a fair amount of lings here. But at the moment we're both playing quite passively. We're just sitting back and chilling. In fact, I've got more links. He's got a starport, an engineering bay, SCV, and he's going for +1. So he really is into... Looks like he's going for a fairly monumental 2-base play. Fairly large 2-base push by the looks of it. But we'll see. Starport. Okay, I'm just going for loads of lings, and now I'm getting my baneling nest up. Okay, so he scans there, sees all my lings. Knows that I do have an army. But at the moment, it will outdo his, just about. The thing with lings is what you need to be doing is surrounding people. Lings are really good when they can just surround and eat. It's one thing they're really good at. I'm going to put a creature image down. These guys back here doing nothing. There we go. 1, 2, 3. My Evo chambers. I don't know, that basically is my upgrade. He's got a dude sat here. So he's building SCVs from this command center for some reason. There we go. Now he's going to fly it away. Yep. He's just going to pop it down here. Of course, it's the closest one. So fairly obvious that. But me on the other hand, I'm sending my drone over to this one up here, onto the high ground. We're not building any upgrades just yet. There we go. Plump. Okay, so that's his little hotkey though. He also has an SCV on a hotkey as well, I'm not quite sure why. Okay. But me, yeah, I've got my queens in my main thing. It's basically I want all my Zerg units in a horde. That's kind of what they're good at. Especially lings. How many bloody things have I got? I've got loads. Loads of larvae. 1, 1, 1. There we go, we've already got that, so now we're going to start building a Hydra den. So it's basically what we're doing is we're going for a Lingbane Hydra in this particular instance. Against Terran, it's really effective. Orbital up. Planetary up in this case as well. Well, he's going for stim, more marines, more tanks. So he's going for a biotank for the most part. Which is fair enough. But unfortunately, Lingbane Hydra is pretty good against that, to be honest. He's got a fair few marauders bulking it out as well, which is, well, good for him, I suppose. So look, what's he got here? So he's got 27 marines, 10 marauders, 2 tanks, 1 Hellion in the middle here somewhere as well, 1 mine, and 2 SCVs. He also has 1 page 40. Right, so here we go, and he's moving out. I've got 42 lings and 5 Hydra. If I'm going to take this on, I really need Baneling as well. I'm not working on Baneling speed. I am working on both my Hydra upgrades though. Yep, more Hydras. 1 1 still going. And both Hydra upgrades and a few more Hydras. Out comes his Hellions. His Hellion leading the charge, because let's face it, it's the quickest thing he's got. And now, thanks to this guy up here, I see it. Thanks, Sean. And the rest of his horde arrive. Just gonna pull back a little bit. Get some banelings up. Got my infestation pit. Spore crawler there. Lots of lings, lots of banelings, and now speed for my Hydra. Need to force him back a little bit. Not having ling speed is not the best of things here. Baneling speed is not the best of things here. But we do suddenly have lots and lots and lots of units. Yes, he's getting quite comfy up there. Here we go. He stims him. That was a mistake. This many lings. Big crash through. One tank gone. Medevac's gone. Couple of flurries and that tank's gone as well. So now the majority of his cover is gone. I'm building a lot more lings. Those things can die. I'm alright with that. He's over-stimmed quite dramatically here. Again, we're just going to target down the tank. And then we're going to crush. There you go, so now he's retreating. He's in full retreat at the minute. I don't know why he's dropping these guys off. That's really silly. All that's going to do is cost him his medevacs. And that guy's going to go down as well. Splot. So he's got tanks set up down there. I'm building lots of hydras and lots of lings. He also has a sensor tower up now, but he's still only going for biomine. Has he put any armor on these guys? No. No, yes he has. Yeah, so he's got 1-1. Okay, so I'm going for 2-1. For 2-2 even. I really should be pressing A on this one as well in a minute. But we've pulled all the way back. Even though we're about the same, but when it comes to units here, yeah, he's actually got slightly more units as well. Mine 58 SCVs to 69 drones. Don't know how he's got more supply than me. Oh, I've got more queens. I've got queens. I suppose that's 6 tied up in queens alone. Going for spire in the back. He's dropping a scan. Not sure where that was. Didn't even realise about that one when I was playing. So there we go. So we've got more lings. No, more hydras. We've got our spore crawler in the back here. Spire here. 2-2 for melee and carpes. Still need it for... Oh, what have I done with this guy? Okay, I'm sending this guy out over here. Just have a quick look. Scout, see what I can see through his base. Basically, this is a suicide run. I'm not worried if this guy makes it back or not. Sacrificing his life for the swarm. There we go. So I'm seeing lots of vacs. So it's pretty obvious he's going for bio here. Even if I hadn't been engaging it so far, I'd know. And of course we see this. Complete with that. So we're going to move out. Got 2 more overseas now. 9 Mulisks coming out. And Mulis I know aren't going to do too much, but the idea was I was putting them all the way across here and then going to use them to come around for a backstab because he has no anti-air around here at all. But he drops into the back of my base. So the Mulis are called in over here. The Mulis are going to be called in down over here. Basically to flatten all of this. To flatten this last little bit of a force here. It can't get away. No matter how much it tries. There we go. He's going for Vikings now. He's starting to get a load of Vikings up to deal with just a few Mutilisks. Which I'm not really bothered about now. They become throwaway units now. 42 more lings in production as well as 30 odd baneling. Getting more tanks. These Vikings are going to be quite useful as hunting units for hunting down my overlords, but other than that they're not going to do much. Not against Hydras. Here we go. Quickly dive in. I don't know if he saw that, but it was actually intended for him to see. Because basically I'm just trying to pull him out of position. Here we go. The rest of the army comes across. Gets him completely out of position, which is what I needed. The majority of his army's over here. We've run a few lings by, that's fine. He's going to charge in, splat everything. We can engage here. I still don't have ling speed. I really need to work on that. Get baneling speed in. Need to click on here and press that button. Waddly banelings, there we go. Waddly banelings are not good against it at the moment. I need speed baneling. He's going for 3-3 now. I'm finally getting my +2 range weapons up. I do have my hive now, so I can get 3-3 now. Which I will be needing. I can't continue to trade like this with this Terran. This is not doing me any good. Okay, so he scans there and he sees a few units. So he's sieging up. But the rest of my army is here. Here we go, he's coming in again. He's heavily overstimmed. I've got a spine crawler over here as well. Okay, at the moment, he does have a slight advantage in upgrades over me, but not a lot. I'm using the high ground to my advantage. Get rid of that tank. 40 more lings. My baneling speed is almost done. Here we go, catch these tanks unsieged. He sends his Vikings over the top, which is really stupid. Vikings don't do very well against Hydra. They really don't. He's got a bottle cruiser. Yep, so his battle cruiser's gonna shoot up my lings. That's fine. I'm now starting to get corruptors out. Corruptor Hydra against battle cruiser does an awful lot of damage. This guy's sat over here. There we go. He has this base up running. He has this one mining away quite happily. Just about to run out of the back here. So that's all I've got in production at the moment, which is possibly a bit silly of me. I'm sort of chilling at this point by the looks of it. Nope. Spiking again. What are we up to? Suddenly producing 34 lings. We don't have a lot of Hydras in this composition though. Okay, here comes his bottle cruiser. He's coming in here. He's going to be chased away, attack my lings, but corruptors on him. So his battle cruiser is going to go down quite dramatically. There it goes. Seeing that I've got corruptors, I wouldn't bother in his case building any more BCs. Consider that a failed experiment and don't bother with it again. He's getting some Thors. My hive is completed. Still haven't started on my 3-3-3 yet, which is really bad of me. Okay, moving out across the map. Going for a Great Aspire and a load of Hydras. So I've just spent all of my cash. Don't know where he's scanning. Here we go. Load more banelings. He's over here. Get ready to turn that into a planetary. He just flew straight over that and didn't notice that the rocks are being knotted down. Oh, we're going to come across here because I was following that and catch his guys in mid-transfer. Thor goes down. That basically leaves his medivacs now unprotected. Medivacs die. There we go. Fly these guys over. Kill that. He can take a few pot shots all he wants. Kill tank. Nip in. Kill the tank. Run away. More Hydras. There we go. And this goes now to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. So I'm only 1 base up on him. This guy's spreading more like a Zerg than he is like a Terran. Overall, nearly got as many SCVs as I have drones. So yeah, he is. Upgrades, important bits. He's still got a slight advantage over me on that. I really need to sort that. We do is highlight these and click MAC. I'm building loads of links. I thought by now he would have tech switched out of this as well. I mean, against this style, something more like pure mech is better. So plenty of the big robots, plenty of the little dudes with the flamethrowers on their head. Yeah, Hellbat does a hell of a job against this little lot. So he's scanning there. I think he's looking to see if I've pulled back, which I am now going to do. There we go. Get an adrenal glands for my lings. Telling him to almost fully upgraded lings. That extra is lethal. I mean, it's 40% attack speed, and Zergling's basically a really good DPS unit. So instead of just sort of dump, they go jump, and they're they become a bit on the evil side. Out, we know what these are. Starting to make broodlings, broodlords now. Here he comes. That's fine. His tanks aren't sieged. I'm up on. I have the high ground. Go for the Obi-Wan strategy here, the Star Wars tactics. And he is way too far away from his tank cover. This is a silly push. Here we go. Now he's coming forward. This is better, but. And it's it just before my lings of my cracklings are in place. Just before I get the upgrade, the adrenal glands. Kill that. My meat shield is gone, but we're raining down broodlings now. Kill that. There's another tank over here. And the problem is with broodlords. Now I've got a couple of broods on the field. I don't really think he's in a position to be able to fight this. Broodlords against biotank can be really, really potent. You get another couple of Vikings. He's obviously seen the broodlords, but I still have corruptors. I do still have them. They're not upgraded any, but I don't think his mech's upgraded. Oh no, it is. Yeah. Here we go. Pong, 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 pong. There you go. They'll follow the tank and eat it. These guys really do make short work of everything. Especially when they're fully upgraded. Which the broodlings are in this instance. They work on the melee attack, I believe? So actually they're not. I've really derped up here. Okay. What's he up to at the moment? So he's building a couple of mines, some Vikings, mortars, and he's going for another bottle cruiser. He's cut right back on his mining on this base. He's expanding out. So he's now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's on 6 bases. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on 6 bases as well. So we're on the same amount of bases. This guy's playing more like a Zerg. Our incomes are, he's got a better income than me. Again, he's Terran, he's going to be using mules, so it's not really surprising. Yep, we've rebuilt up here. At the moment, we've got a lot more. There we go. 333 in play. There's his battle cruiser about to make an appearance. He's not far off maxing out either. The biggest problem he's got is... There you go, get rid of that from range. The biggest problem he's got with doing that is against that many Hydras. Hydras kill everything, really. Hydras with the bonus damage, yeah, targets air and ground, they do a lot of damage against everything. Baneling's charging through. Now he's got his aircraft right on top, his Vikings right on top of my Hydras, but they're going down. He's targeting down my broodlords. But one broodlord survives. No more he doesn't, but now it's down to just medevacs. Kill them. Now unfortunately I do have to retreat a bit. But these Hydras, whew, that's what Hydras can do. We got lots more Hydras. I've got 22 lings in production as well. So we're now up to, yeah, back to 25 Hydra. The advantage obviously being a Zerg on this many bases is the fact that I can rebuild. Here we come. He really needs to get on and heal this. Needs to get on and fix it. Didn't get on and fix it. Sending the boys out to work as cannon fodder, which they do a fairly good job of. The problem again is these Hydras. Yeah, they're nearly 3-3 now. And he just quits. And that's the end of that game. So, let's have a rewind. Let's have a look. What did he know about in my base? Not a lot, really, because he never bothered re-scouting after a little while. I don't think he knew what that was. Didn't know about the Spire, didn't know about the Baneling. Obviously, he knew I had a Baneling because he saw the Banelings. But yeah, he didn't really know what was going on. He didn't really scout. So let's have a look, see what things. Where did he go wrong? First of all, his composition. He stuck very rigidly to that bio tank. Right, he mixed it up a little bit with a couple of mines and a couple of bottle cruisers. But other than that, for the most part, it was. Well, you look at his unit composition. It's bio tank, a few Vikings thrown in the mix as well, but not not really. And he certainly didn't have an awful lot to counter this army composition. Corruptors. Your workers have lost their purpose in life. There we go. But yeah, he didn't really have what he needed to counter this. Against this, realistically, what he needs is something that's more tanky that can take a kicking. So something like Hellbat Marauder would have been quite good, or a few Liberators in there as well would have done him a world of good. But he just didn't have what he needed, and also as Tevin, I mean, he's spending it all right, but this income, you don't need that much. Look here, he's racking it up. I know he's at max. He's almost at max supply, but he's got massive supply lead. Bigger supply than me, practically all the way through the game. That was the end of his battlecruiser. He had more supply than me, practically all the way through this game. But it wasn't effective supply. It wasn't usable. He had far too many SCVs mining all of this. Because with Terran, you don't need that because you've got mule drops. If you have enough. These. Yeah, orbitals. You can drop mules everywhere. Scans and mules, that's what they're good at. That's what they're there for. So having that much, really, it just takes away from your main army. Which was part of his biggest problem. The other thing was, I mean, Vikings are good. Yeah. But you need something that can fight on the floor. This was not going to get the job done on the floor. Yeah, your Marines and your Marauders, they were just getting kicked all over the floor. But what they do right, obviously, is, dotting around his defences were okay. He very well kept up on his upgrades, which is fair enough. He did very well at that. But his biggest failing was just that composition. It just, as soon as he saw the first couple of fights, he got tech locked. I've discussed this thing before. I've done it a lot, but he got tech locked, where he couldn't break out of this. All these barracks Let's have a look at his buildings. Oh, didn't mean to press that one. Structures, T, that's what I meant. Right, when you look towards the end of the game, where are we? You got 3 starports, 2 factories, 6 racks. Yeah, it's not a bad amount of production, but the problem is it's mostly infantry, so all you're going to be producing for the most part are these. And you're not microing them, so they're just getting, you're not splitting them, so they're just getting mowed down by these little buggers. So, yeah, that's not a good thing at all, really. So that was your biggest failing, buff stuffs. If you see this, mate, you really need to just tech switch out of that. Or put some liberators down, just, a Venn diagram of liberation around here would have been really handy for you. A few, like I said, a few Hellbats in there as well, just to keep me, Hellbats are really tanky. They really are. They're very, very, very good at that. So if you've got Blue Flame Hellbat, they can do an awful, awful lot of damage. Especially considering most of what I'm building here is light units. Light bio. Light bio. Banelings are light bio. So, that's all you needed to do. The only other thing really you couldn't have done much against is Brewlords and the Corruptors. But then again, that's what these are for. You get in close with units that are tanky and you do damage. That's the way, that's what you need to be doing. Right, so what did I do wrong? Let's take a look at my line of things now. What did I do wrong? My creep spread was not brilliant. My upgrades were woeful. I was not keeping up. And also, the fact that he's keeping up with me on bases is ridiculous. I should not be letting him do that. I literally should be all over the shop. I should have Zerg up here. I should have Zerg here. I should literally be eating into his side of the map now, but I'm not. Just because I was too slow on my expansions. So, yeah. What did I do right? My tech was perfect for what he was throwing at me. Every time he came at me, he never managed to push me back beyond this point here. I think the only time he took a base was up here, and that was when I let him. Really. Well, I didn't so much let him, but I was building my forces here, ready to go. So, he lost. In the end, he took that, but he lost the engagement. I mean, when you look at the amount of losses he lost overall, I could afford to lose one. So, yeah, that I think is where I went right. But like I said, my creep spread and my upgrades were horrible. I really need to get back on top of those. 25 minutes into the game, at the end of the game, and I barely got... Did I get 3-3 done? No. No, I didn't even get 3-3 done. 3-3-3 done by the end of the game. In a 25-minute game, that's unexcusable on my part. Look, we're a minute away, and these are still more than a minute from finishing. So, yeah. That was unforgivable on my part. And the other thing I will say, Buff Stuffs, is you didn't really need to quit when you did. You've got a huge bank. You've got plenty of production. You can spam out plenty of troops. So all you need to do really was just bunker down on the high ground here, and I couldn't have got through to you for a little bit. Flown you, well, you can't fly these away, but you could have flown this one away. I didn't know about these. So, you could have flown away, hidden. Alternatively, you could have just kept spamming out units, but changed your composition a bit. I think this possibly is what concerned you a bit when you saw how quickly this thing went down the Hydras. Hydras are very good. But yeah, you didn't need to quit when you did. You've got the production, you could have just kept... Where were these rallied? This is part of your problem as well. You're rallying them into the fight. So when they're turning up in a parade. One, 2 by 2. So I can just sit here and, slaughter them as they're coming up. If you'd have held them back here, gunned up your position here, and also you've got bunker full of guys there you could have used. You got any more bunkers? No. But yeah, literally, if you'd have just, instead of sending all you guys into the fight, if you'd have sent them here, gunned up down here, it would have taken me a while to get through. So that would have been another thing you could have done. I would have rebuilt, but by that time, so would you. But yeah, so that would be my advice for you, mate, is 1, don't be quite so hasty, and 2, if you see Lingbane Hydra, you need to tech switch. Going marine tank, bio tank against that is not going to work. Now, I'll tell you why, really quickly. Marines die quickly to banelings when you're not splitting and moving. Okay, tanks die quickly to lings because all you do is send a mass of lings around to surround the tank and eat it. Once the lings get a surround on you, you're dead, no matter what you are. And that's what lings do very, very well. Okay, so that's what the lings and the banelings are for, and the Hydras are 1, good against aircraft, and 2, good against everything. They fire very, very rapidly. They do a lot of damage, and they fire fast. If you take a look at your tank, for example, here, weapon speed 2.4, 0.59. I mean, when you look 48 damage, 14 damage, but I'm getting more than 4 shots in before you're getting 1 shot off. So these guys do 5.61, damage 14, damage 9. So my guys are firing faster than yours, than your Marines. My Hydras can fire faster than your Marines. They can out DPS Marines. Marines are known for their DPS, so Hydras are just a really damn good unit for Zerg. And once the Lings and the Banelings have caused enough damage, these guys will just pick the rest off. This is what they're here for, Let's have a look. How many kills did each one do? Do we get any ones with 1? 5. There's a Slayer in there. 3. Predator. 3. 2. Oh, 9. But yeah, that's what these guys are good at. So, they're out DPS here and they do a lot of damage. And so sending out Marine after Marine after Marine. If you were to go Marine, all Marines versus all Hydras, the odds are the Hydras are going to win. What's the score on the 45 to 90 as well? So yeah. Basically, these things are a very good DPS unit. And you're marching up 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2, and so I'm just going to sit and pick them off. Like I said, if you'd have rallied all you guys down here and just set up a stronghold down here, you would have survived that fight without too much of a problem. But sending you guys into the back of the fight every time, it's asking for trouble. Vikings as well. Vikings are good, but up against Hydras. Hydras make mincemeat out of them, as you saw back over here when you were, they landed down here and just got absolutely decimated. That wasn't there, was it? It was over here. Yeah, down here. When you landed here and got absolutely decimated by them. There are ways to beat them. What you need is tanky units. So like I said, Hellbat Stores. More mortars. Mortars, lots of mortars would be fine. Mortars again, if you've got concussive shell for them. They don't fire very quickly. They don't do that much damage, but they do slow my guys down. Liberators as well. If you can get a massive liberation zones, they do a really good job. Oh, just bloody Widow Mines. Lots and lots of freaking Widow Mines. There is a way to counter Widow Mines, which is Ultras, which is what, if I'd have seen lots of Widow Mines, I would have switched into. But those are ways of beating it. So that's what you need to do, my man. But anyway, I've been rambling on long enough now. So again, I'm sorry that I missed last week. But like I said, it was just due to work and shit like that. So yeah, we should be back on form this week. But anyway, thanks for your time again. Yeah, there's more games I can do for my little adventure over in the US. Like I said, this was from one of the tournaments I got into the semis of. But yeah, it was for first attempt, and considering it was at 4 o'clock in the morning, I think that the tournament started at 2. So considering by this point it was at 4 o'clock in the morning, I was tired. So yeah, it was a bit mad. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah. So again, we'll be mostly doing more Sons of Sparta this week. There may be a few more Starcraft games thrown in, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you again for your time and for the minute. I've been Cappadocia. Signing off.